Hey guys, it's Salem here. I'm the founder of natural hair care brand Root to Tip Eco, and we specialize in making premium quality natural hair care for the whole family. So if you're looking for something that actually nourishes your scalp, helps you with hair loss, actually prevents you having hair loss, and you've tried so many products on the market and nothing is really hitting the spot, Root to Tip is what you're looking for. So I want to go through with you guys 5 pillars of healthy hair that you need to incorporate into your routine to maintain a healthy hair balance. The first pillar is to oil the land, and we have 3 hair growth oils in our range, 1 for children and 2 for adults. It's really important to make sure the land, your scalp, is getting the nutrients it needs to help your hair to grow. If you're ever suffering with a dry scalp, itchy scalp, it could be because of the shampoo you're using, not washing your hair enough, and also by using hair grease. Hair grease is not made for your hair, for your scalp at all. It's actually a barrier product. So using a oil that's formulated specifically for the scalp like ours is, will actually help you to nourish the hair roots and improve the hair that you're growing. That's the first pillar, nourishing the scalp. You want to do that once or twice a week. Okay, the second pillar I want to talk about is keeping the scalp clean and clear. If you're walking around, whether you're wearing your hair naturally, you're wearing a wig and your hair's sweating, or your child's hair is in braids or cane, or even if you have a little boy who has long curly hair or long afro, you want to make sure the scalp of the family is kept clean and clear. And I know in the black community you've heard for many, many years you shouldn't really wash your hair very often because washing your hair leads to this or to that. In reality, the scalp is the only part of the hair that's alive. So you need to maintain a healthy environment so it can keep pushing out new hair. It's working hard underneath the skin layer you see on top of your head to knit little fibers together that you see as your hair growth. So it's really important to help the scalp to do its job by keeping the scalp clean and clear. Our shampoo is sulfate-free, it's non-drying on the scalp, and it actually helps to stimulate hair growth by maintaining a healthy scalp environment. Pillar number 3 is to hydrate your hair every single day. Just like you brush your teeth every day, it should be a part of your regime to make sure your hair is moisturized every single day. We make it really easy for you as well. If you haven't got a lot of time, nobody has a lot of time. So what you want to do is use a product like our Honey Rain Juice. You simply spray the Honey Rain Juice onto your hair strands. It's a beautiful product. It's scalp friendly as well, scalp first, like all of our products are. But it enables your hair to stay healthy, hydrated, happy, and looking alive. Pillar number 4 is to deep condition your hair and also to alternate that with protein. We have a protein mask in our range called the Triple Protein Mask, and it basically helps you to strengthen the strands from the inside out. It contains hydrolyzed protein sources like silk wheat. It also contains henna, which I call nature's version of hydrolyzed protein. It attaches itself, or the molecules in the henna itself, to the strands of the hair to strengthen them and put like a shield around each strand so they were able to withstand brushing and combing. Did you realize and know that your hair loses protein on a daily basis? Through the acts of washing it, brushing it, just manipulating the hair, it's able to lose protein. If your hair is really weak and mushy, it kind of is a sign indicating that it needs to have a protein treatment to strengthen it. Protein gives your hair muscle. It's something you must do on a consistent basis. And then leading on to having a deep conditioning treatment, that's something as well you need to do on a regular basis, just because our hair, by its very nature, it gets dry naturally. It's naturally dry. The more kinky and coily your hair is, the more naturally dry it's going to be. What your conditioning treatment will do is actually force its moisturizing particles into and around your hair strands, even more so if you do it with a steamer as well. We actually have a video of me steaming my daughter's hair on our Instagram TV channel. Check that out. But steaming your hair with deep conditioning treatment is amazing and a game changer for your family's hair and health needs. And the 5th thing I wanted to talk to you about was just moisturizing the strands themselves with a heavy cream to seal in moisture. And moisture comes from the form of hydrating products. Hydrating products must contain water. Not just oils, but water. I hear so many people say to me, I make my own mix of butter and oil, but my hair's still dry, because your hair needs water in it. The natural hair strands themselves contain water, so it's really important for you to drive moisture into the strands by using a product that contains water first and then oils and butters afterwards. So I would suggest you do a 3-step method using the Honey Rain Juice, the Quench Cream, and then seal it all in with the butter, and you will have moisturized hair for more than 72 hours. And you don't have to go for the whole step again. What you can do next to rehydrate the hair is basically just spraying on some honey rain juice to rehydrate the moisture in there. And your hair stays in a healthy state of optimum moisture balance. And when you actually maintain that environment, you'll see that your hair, over time, it gets bigger, it starts to retain length, it looks more healthier, and most importantly, it helps to retain the elasticity. If your hair loses elasticity, it starts to look weathered, it looks really dull, it becomes quite weak and fragile, and naturally just breaks off. So to prevent that for the whole family, try and do a layered moisture approach, liquid oil cream, cream oil liquid, but using 3 products, water-based first, oil at bottom last, to make sure your hair is just in a healthy state of moisture and hydration. So I hope those tips have helped you today. That's my 5 pillars for healthy hair. It'll work for anybody, but just try to think about your hair as a fiber. Try to think of it as silk. Don't rough your hair too much. Treat it really gently. Understand that your hair needs water, it needs oil, it needs natural nourishment, it needs to be exposed to the air. If you're constantly wearing a wig, that's a problem. If you're constantly smothering your hair in hair gel, that's a problem. You may not see it as an issue right now, but 3 to 4, 6 months down the line, it becomes an issue. Black women in particular, we kind of inflict a lot of the issues we have with our hair onto ourselves simply by the way we style our hair. So if that is you, it's 2022. Try and think about for the next 3 months how you want to see your hair develop. As we're coming into summertime, what do you want your hair to look like? Try and set a simple goal for your hair. If you have children with a lot of hair as well, try and set a simple goal for your children's hair. Your children's hair does not have to be dry. That's not what you want at all. Your child's hair should be thriving. You should be able to see your child's hair growing from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. If you're not seeing any change in hair growth or texture in terms of it being healthy, that's something you're doing or not doing. So I'm going to show you some pictures as well of a little girl who we actually showed her mum how to maintain her hair. And it's been about 12, maybe 15 months now, and her hair has come along leaps and bounds. When we first met her, her hair was really dry, beautiful textured hair. Her hair is very much so a type 4 hair texture. Her mum has type 3 hair, she's mixed race. So being a mixed race mum dealing with a type 4 hair child was quite challenging for her. So we showed her what to do. This is why having the right products is so important. It's so important to make sure you are using the right formulated products. Our products are made for very dry hair. Not all products are made the same. There are some products out there that you have to actually store them in the fridge, which is not safe. There are some products that just don't give your hair the shine and life it needs to look alive. So just because it's natural, it says for natural hair, doesn't mean it is all natural. Please do check the ingredients. Please make sure they are very natural in formulation. Understand who is making the products as well. Do a bit of research. It's really important these times to make sure what you're using on your family's hair is not going to have an impact on their health 5 to 10 years down the line.